Well. Did y'all know that Steve Smith Sr. has a podcast? Now, for somebody who may have been living under a rock for the last 15 years, or maybe you're too young, Steve Smith Sr., former wide receiver of the Carolina Panthers and one of the best, grittiest wide receivers we've seen in the game, he has some interesting things to say about Dak Prescott. Check this out.
Steve, the Cowboys, do they have the best offense in all of football right now? Leading the league in total offense, number 2 in passing offense, number 2 in points per game. And when I ask around the league, Dak Prescott is an MVP, not candidate, MVP front runner.
Bro, he is balling. He's not getting a lot of credit at all, and I'm surprised on the reasons why, but it's been really impressive the way he has conducted himself, how efficient he is, explosive plays. You lose CeeDee Lamb, and you still find a way to put George Pickens, who is playing really well.
Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. Man, I'm telling you, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to understand that Dak Prescott is absolutely balling. I mean, you know that Dak Prescott is balling when even Stephen A. Smith says that Dak Prescott is going to be the front runner or one of 2 MVP candidates, or however he said it. But nevertheless, everyone's leaning towards Dak Prescott. If he continues on this trajectory, he's winning the MVP. But I want to stay on Steve Smith Sr. Steve Smith Sr. is saying some incredible things about Dak Prescott, and I want you to hear the rest. Y'all make sure after you watch this video, go to Steve Smith Sr.'s account over on YouTube. I'm going to put the link in the description. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Stephen Smith Sr. I've watched it a couple of times, and I'm telling you, he always has some great things to say about football. He was a great football player, so of course, he knows football. So go subscribe to his channel and tell him Let's Talk Cowboys sent you. Now, I want you to hear the rest that he says about Dak Prescott and the hatred that Dak Prescott get, and that even people around the league, in particular, defense coordinators, they question, why does Dak Prescott get so much hate? Check this out.
And when, when you ask anybody in Dallas, this is what I'm told. The football IQ has been off the charts, specifically even this year. The poise has been outstanding. Complete control, complete command of this offense. He's playing pitch and catch some of them things. Some of the balls he's dropping in, it's just, he's seeing it so well. And the part that I wanted to ask you was, when I ask other defensive coaches, it's, I love Dak's game. I love the way he plays. I've been a big fan of him. Hey, why does he get so much heat? Why does he get so much criticism? And that probably is the case. I think he's gotten a lot of criticism over the course of his career. Why? Is it because there's been some instances in big games where maybe he hasn't had the best performance? But I mean, he's dominated his division. It's him and Patrick Mahomes that are the best in football over the last several years against their division. I think he has like 3 losses in the division over the last 5 years. Like, he doesn't lose in the NFC East a whole lot. Like, why does he get some unnecessary, in a lot of coaches' minds, heat or knocks?
Because
and before we hear Steve Smith Sr., if there has ever been a year that is the epitome of it actually has not been all Dak Prescott's fault, and I don't think most of it's been Dak Prescott's fault. I think it's what the Cowboys have put around him or what they have not put around him. But it's amazing what Dak Prescott is looking like with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and Javonte Williams and a run game orchestrated by Shoddy Clayton Adams and Connor Riley, what they've done with the defensive line and the blocking scheme and the players that Jerry in the front office went and got, Tyler Booker, Ty Smith, Cooper Beebe. It's amazing what Dak Prescott looks like when he's got players. And if the Cowboys can find a way to get him a defense this season, with the way Dak is playing, the sky's the limit. But if there's ever been a year that is the epitome of Dak Prescott has been unfairly blamed for a lot of the Cowboys' failures during his tenure, it's this year. Because we now see it was the issue they didn't have everything or the things around him that he needed. In particular, the right coach. And I think that's Brian Schottenheimer. But let's hear Steve Smith Sr.
Because with the Dallas Cowboys and the star, you get people automatically who start to discredit because of how much the Dallas Cowboy fans, the players, some of those players are revered, right? I go back and as an example, remember Miles Austin, the wide receiver?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, he wasn't a bad receiver. However, he wasn't like a dominant receiver the way he was getting covered. He was getting covered like he was in the top 10 statistically, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
And that is that star. There are some organizations, when you come into that organization, whether you've earned it or not, you become a superstar. You start to be marketed in a way that your game sometimes doesn't always line up. Okay. Now, Dak was a 4th-round draft pick who replaced Romo, and some people were like, oh, and then so they threw him in there. He got a lot of credit early. And then all of a sudden, right, then when you had Ezekiel Elliott running the football, there were, in the contract negotiations, there were times where we do it all the time. Which one makes the offense go? Who deserves to get paid? Who is the reason why this is happening, right? Yeah. And we love to give it to the quarterback, but then sometimes we like to say it ain't the quarterback. So I think he got caught up in that. I know I even was asking, I was like, look, I think I said it on NFL Network a couple of years ago when he was up, and I was like, hey, Ezekiel Elliott is this offense. He's the quarterback. And I had the opportunity to talk to Dak Prescott. I was in New Orleans. It was the last time.
Hey, there is.
The last time that we worked Thursday night, because the next year it was given to it was sold off to Amazon Prime. That I said, hey man, I made this statement and I just wanted to tell you that I was completely wrong. And Dak did something that was super cool. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, well, and so I repeated it, right? And told him that I was wrong. And he was like, man, I really appreciate that, Steve. And it was super dope.
Wow. Steve Smith Sr. realized what a lot of people realized. It was always Dak Prescott. It's always been Dak Prescott since 2016. Dak Prescott's been driving this thing. Nobody else. Nobody else. And this story that Steve Smith Sr. is telling is incredible. Wow.
That is cool.
Right?
That's really cool.
Again, I never and still don't have a problem. I'm going to always say how I feel. And I'm going to say how I feel about whoever it is. And if I have the opportunity, if it didn't land well, sit well with them, hearing it through the grapevine and hearing it on the streets, I'll always have an opportunity, present myself, humbly present myself, an opportunity to say, hey, if something doesn't sit well with you, let me know. I'm a big boy. I've heard no before. I've heard it almost too often, right? But it is what it is.
So now you got your opportunity to hear it in 2025.
Yep.
Steve, your opinion of Dak Prescott right now is what?
Man, he's MVP. He's the way he's playing, the way he's orchestrating and conduct. He's Mozart. Mm-hmm. He's orchestrating something so beautiful. He has so many mouths to feed, but you don't need 35 cents a day to feed this child. Just give it to Dak and he will take care of it, right? And he's doing it and doing it well.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Steve Smith Sr. putting it down about Dak Prescott. Man, I'm gonna put the link to this thing in the description. But I'm telling you, man, this is an incredible interview by Steve Smith Sr. I mean, an incredible podcast when they were talking about the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and I'm gonna come back with some more about what he said about George Pickens. But all I can tell you is, wow, Mozart. Dak Prescott, keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Y'all tell me what you think about what Steve Smith Sr. said about Dak Prescott. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys when we talk facts. Peace.